Okay.
Are we on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining the co-production incentives and opportunities for the AV sector in Finland webinar. This webinar is organized by my organization, Europe Asia Roundtable Sessions, and India Services Export Promotion Council, and Business Finland South Asia. So quickly to introduce the context here. So, and why the headline of the webinar is topical. So India and Finland are about to engage in negotiating a co-production treaty, and so that's actually became official on our government side this month. So it's an official signed target for the government here. So my organization basically is leading a networking project between India and Finland, so that when there's a treaty, there will also be networks to utilize that treaty. And so within that program, in addition to film and series, which is the topic today, we are also discussing games. So Finland has a globally influential gaming sector, and India also has obviously a large and fast-growing gaming sector. So we also building networks on that side, and we will have as for activities, we will have Finnish companies joining the India Game Developers Conference in Chennai early next month, and we will also be attending IFI. So Waves Bazaar at the Goa Film Festival later on next month. And together with Services Export Promotion Council and India Cinehub, we're also working on another webinar for 12th of November, which is the reverse of this webinar. So basically introducing the Indian audiovisual sector for Finnish producers, and the organizations present here as speakers today also kindly helping to promote that webinar. And much more activities will follow next year. And I'm also happy to tell that there are already many India-Finland co-productions brewing and in the pipeline for feature films, documentaries, and animation. And hopefully coming months and year we'll be also able to share more information about those. So next up, I will let Akshi Yashwal from Services Export Promotion Council to say a few words on their side.
Thank you, Yanni. But instead of Akshi ma'am, here my name is Ayush.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so if I talk about the Services Export Promotion Council, we are a body set up under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. We are working across 21 key services sector to promote and enhance India's trade in services globally. And among these, the AVGC sector comprising animation, visual effects, gaming, and comics is one of the most prominent and rapidly growing areas in which we are actively engaged. We generally just act as a bridge between the industry and the government. We assist our members in addressing policy related issues, and we also support our government in policy advocacy across all the sector in which we operate in. So we also have been actively organizing country pavilions each year at prominent international AVGC events, gaming events majorly, across the globe, like Gamescom Germany, the Tokyo Game Show Japan, MIPCOM France, ATF Singapore, Kidscreen USA, Filmart Hong Kong, and GDC USA, and several others as well. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you, Ayush. And so next up, also a few words from Siddharth Naithani, who's a senior advisor at Business Finland South Asia, based out of Bangalore. So he's a great contact point for you guys, everybody in the audience, for building connections with Finnish companies. So go ahead, Siddharth.
Thank you. Thanks, Yanni, and fantastic work from Jani and SEPC for putting this together. A quick word on my role. So I'm based in Bangalore, down in southern part of India, part of Business Finland, the commercial arm of the government of Finland. We're basically focused on B2B matchmaking. My focus area is on helping Indian companies source relevant solutions and partners from the Finnish market, and sort of some of the sectors that I cover are telecommunications, space, drones, media and entertainment. Gaming is a big one, and been working very closely with Jani on that one. Also looking at systems integrators and the Sri Lankan market as well. So a lot of action, but point being getting the right Finnish solutions and products and service providers for the use cases that we're sourcing from the Indian market. In the media and entertainment, I'm mostly looking at IP publishing. So basically getting Finnish IP into the Indian market. I'm in touch with a lot of the OTT platforms here. GeoStar, Sony Live, Amazon, just some of the main platforms are all eager and hungry to actually have more content on board. And obviously in the broader media and entertainment space, consumer AV, professional AV, enterprise solutions, emerging technologies. So there's a lot of potential basically between India and Finland. It's also great to note that two of the and some of the SEPC members might know this, but two of the movies in the past couple of years, War and Shamitab, were partly shot. I didn't know about Shamitab till Jani told me a couple of days ago, so that was good to note, because that has some of the leading stars from not just Bollywood but the southern the massive southern communities as well. So yeah, I'm excited to hear about all the other film associations and bodies who are going to be talking today. And of course, as we all know, that there's many exciting locations and incentives across Finland for the Indian content makers to explore. So looking forward to it. Thanks, Jani.
Thanks. And thanks again also to all our speakers today. So we have a great lineup of speakers talking about different aspects of the Finnish audiovisual sector. I think we'll start with Matti Paunio, head of production at the Finnish Film Foundation. So Finnish Film Foundation is a central organization supporting and promoting the Finnish film industry, funding the development, production, distribution, and promotion of Finnish films. So go ahead, Matti.
So yes, hello everybody. I'm at the Finnish Film Foundation. My title is I'm head of production, and I thought I'd just give you a basic presentation on who we are and what we do, and if there are any particular questions further on, we can talk about them today, or I think you all have my contact, so you can always contact me and ask for more information if needed. So now I'll try to share the slideshow. Do we see it? Yes. Does everybody see the title now?
Yes.
So
yes. I think
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And so we're the Finnish Film Foundation, and here's just some general idea of what we are, what we do. So we are here, as Jani told you, to support and promote Finnish film industry, and we support a lot of aspects, which you will further on see, of the Finnish film industry, including exhibition and distribution. But our main job is production. That's where most of our money goes. Is film production for companies registered in Finland. And here's just a small glance on our current strategy, where the main points are securing our own service in the help of the local industry, and of course at times like this, increasing funding and support policy corresponding to needs, which means that in times where we're under a constant change, So we are building our organization, etc., and our support system to be as flexible as possible in the frames that are given to us by law. And the fourth thing here in our current strategy running through next year is securing distribution domestically and abroad. And our history, we are actually one of the old institutes or bodies to support local cinema. The Finnish Film Foundation was founded in '69, and we operate under the supervision of the Ministry of Education and Culture, and that's actually where the money we use for support comes from the ministry and from the state cultural budget. And we also are responsible for export and international promotion, which is mainly concerns, festivals and festival visibility and helping production companies in their efforts to export films. And we are also the main body to collect statistics of the audiovisual industry in Finland. And here's just a short glance on our organization. We are, at least compared to our peers in the Nordic countries, we are a very small and efficient, I might say this is a promotion, efficient organization. Overall, we're 27 here at the foundation. We have the managing board, our CEO Lasse Saarinen, and then we have the international department, administration, communications and research, production department, which is my department, and then we have a cinema that Cinema Kino K13, which we have screenings for let's say embassies, etc. But the main thing is that the production companies use it for their own screenings, and it's very it was just renovated 2 years ago, so it's state of the art. And here you see our support categories, and as I told you, production support is also financially our biggest support area, about 74%. We do support distribution of Finnish films, and then you can see there are also, we do script writing grants, which is kind of an anomaly because our script writing grants go directly to the writers, and almost all of our other support goes to production companies or other companies that are registered in Finland. And here you can see some statistics from last year. Just see the numbers from the pie you just saw, and our total support last year was 23.5 million euros. And here you see development support and production support. We also support, apart from feature films, we support a drama series, but a few years ago we decided not to give production support to drama series, and we moved all that money actually to development support, because our at least at that time we figured that would help the local companies the best, and actually it has been a good move. And within our production support, here's a rough estimate on what we do. So feature-length fiction films, that's the biggest part. And then we don't actually internally, it's only statistics, for statistical use, that we have separated animation, feature-length animation and fiction, but we don't have separate support programs for animation films. And let's say Finland is a country of let's say small output. So the animation films, it differs from let's say 1 to 2, if we talk about feature-length animation films per year. And as you see, we also support short films. And here's just a quick glance from last year on how Finnish films, and here we're talking about films that the delegate producer is a Finnish company. So last year, from the average budget of feature films produced and supported by us, it was around 30%. But this does vary a bit from year to year. I think the long-term average would be nearer 40%. It also depends on whether there are big international productions where a lot of financing has come from abroad. So it might differ a bit from year to year. But you get the overall picture of how feature films are in general funded in Finland. So in average, I'd say 25 to 30% is foreign funding per year. And here's a glance at our other support, marketing and distribution. And we also have a support which is here stated as film import support, which means that we do support importing and distributing films from, let's say, more marginal areas, or countries that are countries and genres that are not as represented in our cinema programming. So we do have a small support for also importing. Do a bit of training support, etc., etc. And as part of our mission, we also support exhibition, which means that we give support to let's say smaller theaters, film theaters, for their modernization and equipment. And I'd say that Finland, at least in Europe, was one of the first countries that was totally digitalized, or the cinemas were totally digitalized, and that was thanks to a special support that we had earlier on. And then we have a small portion of operation support for cinemas. And the idea is to keep the let's say cinema presence as big as possible in Finland, which means from south to north, and not only in the big metropolitan areas. And this is the international promotion, which we have travel support, project support, and also this is quite new, support for international distribution, which means that you can have support for a distribution of a local film, of a Finnish film abroad. And here's some general idea what the film year or Finland looks cinema-wise. I think one figure here that we're very happy about is that in 24 our domestic market share was 32%, which I think it was the second in Europe, and means that even though the let's say the production numbers are not that big, that the Finnish filmmakers and the industry has a very good relationship locally. And we're a rather small country, 5.5 million. Somebody can correct whether I have a correct figure or not. But I think the spread of cinema theaters from south to the polar circle and back is rather good, because we still have like 125 towns with cinemas. Some of them very small, of course. In the metropolitan areas, it's more multiplexes, etc., etc. So this is kind of an overall picture of what we do, and maybe a few numbers on the Finnish cinema sphere. Thanks. Questions, or should we go to the next one? I'll just stop sharing if I can find the.
Thanks, Matti. We actually agreed that we'll take questions in the end. So if
Yeah,
it's
sure.
possible for you to stick
No,
around.
I'll just try to find the button. Oh, here. Lopeta diaesitys. Voila.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. Great. So next up, we'll have Petteri Halme from Business Finland talking about the national audiovisual incentive. So I'll be, I guess, showing the.
You are presenting. Okay, great. Perhaps I start. Hi and good late afternoon, everyone. My name is Petteri Halme, and I'm part of Business Finland's production incentive team. And I'm here on behalf of our full team, which includes Laura Westerberg and our team lead, Merja Salonen. Unfortunately, they couldn't join with us today. Can you open? I put also PDF version.
Yeah. Yes, I was just.
So, the audiovisual production incentive.
Sorry, wait a second.
Yeah, this is the first slide, so I save time and start. There is only one picture, so this is my first repliques. Should I try?
Maybe you try. I don't know. I have some
problems.
Some problem here. Yes. Okay.
Is it working?
Yes.
I can see.
Yes.
I can't see none of you.
So where full screen and then we'll
okay. See. Yeah, great. So the audiovisual production incentive, or cash rebate, as we say, was launched in 2017 to attract international productions and strengthen the Finnish audiovisual industry. And this year, our cash rebate budget is like 10 million euros, and our government has proposed the same amount for next year. So Finland government is committed to support domestic and international productions which are made in Finland. Jani, next slide, please.
I think you are showing now, or am I showing?
Sorry, I already forgot.
Yeah. So if you can put the full screen also.
It's showing me full screen, but
Laita vielä esitysmoodiin se.
I tried to put it. It's now on my screen. It's like, you know.
Okay, let's just go.
It doesn't work. Perhaps we can go with this.
Yeah,
setup.
Sure.
So what is production incentive? Let's start with the basics. So Finland offers a 25% cash rebate for both Finnish and international productions. So in simple terms, like you spend 4 euros in Finland, you get 1 euro back. And the incentive covers the entire production pipeline from development and filming to post-production and applies to feature films, documentaries, scripted series, and animation. And the funding criteria are, I think, are quite clear and simple. You just need distribution agreement for at least one platform or one territory. You must involve a Finnish production coordinator company or Finnish co-producer. And your project or production should include some Finnish creative input, whether that's talent, crew, or even the landscape. So there are no point-based scoring system or other difficult system. It's this quite straightforward requirements which our customers has liked. Here's a look at how our budget and expenditure are structured. If you focus on the feature film section, you'll see the total budget for movie is around 2.5 million euros, with a minimum sum of 500,000 euros required to spend in Finland. The reason the overall figure may seem quite modest is that we also support Finnish productions. We do not separate international and domestic projects into different categories. Both application types are under the same framework. And perhaps to clarify, here's what we do not fund. We do not fund commercials and promotional content, documentary series, unscripted formats like reality or talk shows, music videos or recordings of live or sport events. And what is the most important, that Business Finland covers costs based on actual verified expenses, not estimated or lump sums. And here are some benefits, and I think that the biggest one is our system. It's fast. Thanks for the Business Finland's internal resources like legal, ICT or payment services. So we can make those payments or decisions on those certain dates. We also offer payment during production, which helps with the cash flow. For example, we can make payments right after the shooting period. And applications are accepted year-round on a rolling basis, so there are no deadlines. And we aim to respond to inquiries within 24 hours on weekdays. The funding can be paid directly to a foreign company, which doesn't need to register in Finland. Even productions filmed abroad can apply for post-production rebates as long as the work is done in Finland. And about the reporting, that its final reporting is handled by the foreign applicant who submits the report and cost statement prepared by the Finnish coordinator company and verified by an independent auditor. So, in other words, this Finnish coordinator makes all the paperwork for you. And this is then audited by you, independent auditor, and by Business Finland. So we all can see and have all the same agreements and budgets. There is a couple of links where you can find more information about Film in Finland, this larger site. And if you are interested in certain application financing, just seek the Business Finland and cash rebate. And I have one example, as I told earlier. This was my case. And this part of this production was filmed in Finland. The team chose northern part of Finland, Lapland, to shoot the voids because there was snowy weather conditions and large lake where they take this car chase, which was essential part of this multi-international story. I think that you know that one. And I think that I saw it closely. It was like Finnish locations and Finnish expertise and crew coming from abroad, and it worked quite nicely. Then there is our team, and if you start negotiations with us, just email to us. It's that simple. So if you have a question, you can email me or let's chat in the end of this session. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Petteri. Like I said, we have a Q&A at the end of this webinar, so if you can stick around until the end, that's great. Yeah, the local producer for War was Grilli Films, and apparently I talked to the producers, and it was a great experience for them as well too.
Yes, and local people can ask from them because they were eager to work with us because they wanted to come to on our show reel too, so they were happy working with us. Thank you.
Great. Okay, so next up, Finland. As you saw the map on the Matti's background, Finland is a quite a relative to the population. It's a quite a large country, not in the scale of India, but same size as Germany or Japan. So we have a lot of regions. Yeah, thanks. There you see the map of Finland, and so we also can offer a lot of different geographical locations. So up in the north, where War was shooting, we have a very snowy landscapes and mountainous regions, and then mid and central, sort of east and central part of Finland, especially, is filled with thousands of lakes, and on the west coast we have a large archipelago and so on. So lots of different kind of locations to shoot. So more to tell about the regions of Finland. We have the regional film commissions, and the capital region, Helsinki, doesn't have a film commission yet, question mark. But the second city of Finland, Tampere, we have Fanni Heinonen from Film Tampere to introduce us their services. Fanni?
Hello. Hope you can hear me. Thank you for the lovely introduction, Jani, and good day to my dear Finnish colleagues, and good afternoon to India. And thank you for all the colleagues for organizing this event, and thank you to SEPC. I'm Fanni Heinonen, and I'm a film producer by my background. I have a professional background in fashion, film, and marketing. And nowadays I'm running Film Tampere and work as a head of program director of Film Tampere. I will now share the screen and hopefully summarize all of it into 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I may not be able to stay until the end, till the Q&A section. So I will drop my contact information in the chat box. So please do not hesitate on me after this. But without further ado, so We are quite in the center, but I would say that in between the south and the center, the Tampere region. We are the largest inland city in the Nordic countries. And yes, we locate between two lakes. So very often film and TV productions come to us when they want a lot of water. We are the most growing region in Finland right now, alongside the capital area. We have a population of approximately 250,000 people, and in total in our region, which consists of 8 municipalities, we have almost 500,000 of population. We are the city of universities, and the approximate age range is within 25 to 29. So we have a quite vibrant startup scene here, and the student scene, and young employees and business founders. And of course, I cannot not to mention that we have very ambitious sustainability and ecological standard goals. And we have 20% of our city area of green spaces. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, yeah, it's noted that I have a bad internet connection, but hopefully you can still hear me. And yes, we are the official sauna capital. I'd love to tell you more about sauna, but let's save that for next time. We are also the most attractive city of Finland. So we tend to have this motto that we are the most attractive city of the happiest country on the planet. And I'm one of those happy citizens. So what is our main function at Film Tampere? We offer multiple different services for audiovisual industry. And
sorry, Fanny,
yes?
are you changing slides? Because we only can see I think at least me, I can see.
Yes.
Front.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, good
It's
that
still
you
showing the
good
front.
that you pointed out. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's.
Okay. Thanks.
Let's try. Do you see now?
Yeah. Now I see the slide with 10 to 15%.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I think I had a bad internet connection. But yes, so yes, we have multiple different services for audiovisual industry. But of course, the cornerstone is our production incentive, which is from 10% up to 15%. And this can be added to the national incentive that Petteri just introduced you. So a international film producer is eligible for applying up to 14% cash rebate from Finland when it's combined together with Tampere region and the national incentive. We are responsible for granting the incentive, and the support is for films, TV programs, series, VFX, and post-production. So from the very beginning to the very end of the production. And you can apply the incentive for just a part of your production phase or to the total full length of the production. And how that percentage is calculated, it's calculated directly from the spend used in the region. And just like Petteri also mentioned, some form of regional and Finnish creative talent need to be included. A creative talent, it can be location, it can be crew members or services. We have a specific map drawn out where you can see all of the regions, municipality where this incentive is eligible. But I will send that out for those of you who are interested. So let's not get that detailed in this presentation. We have strategic international industry partners all around the globe, from Los Angeles to Tokyo, from Stockholm to Mumbai, and also from Bangalore. There we worked, for example, with Mr. Arto Sivonen and also with MJ and iRoller Capital, just to mention a couple of partners from India as well. In the beginning of this year, we expanded into gaming. So nowadays, when presenting Film Tampere, it's not only film and television, it's also gaming, because Tampere is definitely a hub for a gaming industry as well. And I will talk a little bit about our gaming services and facilities for you. Like I mentioned about sustainability, we are part of the 19 Nordic film commissions across the Nordic countries. And we have a joint sustainability pledge where we are committed to a specific sustainability standards. And I know that the following regional commissions are also. So that's a way for Nordic commissions and Nordic countries to aim for the bigger sustainability aim that we have in Finland by 2035. More information about us at filmtampere.com and nordicfilmcommissions.com, and of course filminfinland.com that Petteri just presented. Just a couple of photos to get you an idea what is Tampere looking like. So this, if I had to choose one traditional picture of Tampere, it would be this. We are an industrial city. This whole city was built across factories and industrials in textile and electronics and water. And this is obviously summer season. We have 4 very distinguished seasons in Finland, which means that depending on when you shoot in Finland, you will get very different kind of vibrations and feelings. This is an example of fall. If I recall, this is from early September. And when we go closer to winter, this is like early stage winter look-alike location photo, and of course sauna. This is our public sauna called Rauhaniemi. And here is quite a traditional midwinter picture where our traditional features are exposed: lake, ice, and nature. And then, of course, when we are talking about locations, I must mention our studio facilities. We have high quality studio stages, up to 20 studio stages in Tampere, of which 4 to 5 meet international production criteria, with the lengths and widths and size wise and so on. More photos and videos about Tampere locations can be found behind these links. I think Jani will probably share these presentations afterwards, so you have more time to have a look at those. Then just a quick round about latest productions, international productions, because of course I think that you might be the most interested of those. We have had a couple of Indian productions in our region, but they have been mostly commercials, so that's why they haven't been applied for our regional production incentive, because just like the national incentive, the regional incentive cannot be granted to commercials or music videos or such. But yes, we have offered services like location services, matchmaking, and counseling for those couple Indian cases. But our latest major international co-production was between Japan and Finland, Blood and Sweat, that will be released in 2026. That's a Japan noir kind of genre that our local production company ICS Nordic, together with Japanese Axon, created 6 seasons police series starring very famous Finnish actor Jasper Pääkkönen and Japanese actress Anne Watanabe. Then a latest US production, The Trip, Hollywood production starring Jason Segel, Samara Weaving, Timothy Olyphant, Julius Lewis, and so on, produced by XYZ Films, and that will be released shortly. I think it was already released in some Scandinavian theaters already. That was shot last December in Tampere, fully filmed in Tampere. Getaway, actually nowadays Over My Dead Body, co-production together with UK, Netherlands, and also US. For some reason the flag is missing, but sorry for that, I will fix that in the final presentation. Starring Nick Frost and directed by Stefan Harris. So I wanted to bring this example just to show that also Stefan is from the Netherlands, when we really can facilitate a multi-national production. And an example from Sweden, and then an example of a major VFX production starring Tom Hardy. And this is just to give you an example of a major Hollywood budget feature film that was released on Netflix with Tampere-based VFX work. We are very known of our post-production VFX work, so that's why I wanted to put this as an example. Okay, and the gaming part. In a nutshell, we have around 50 gaming studios, of which 30 are very active and currently developing games, 10 investors, 35 incubator teams or teams who are starting with a new game, and around 200 experts, including IT, consultants and other graphic designers and so on, which are very relevant for the gaming industry. And we operate together with the local Tampere Game Hub and Platform 6 startup house. We're the first Nordic film commission that strategically took games and transmedia under the film commission umbrella. And we are very proud of that, and that has turned out to be a very successful way to support the audiovisual industry largely. Couple of games from here. Of course, we are the most known of City Skylines by Colossal Order and Super Moves by Makia Games that won the second best game last year, and of course Skabma Snowfall, which is a Sami game, and the Red State Entertainment is the company behind that, and they were just awarded with Aurora acknowledgement for outstanding female game development work in the Nordics. Not gonna go into details with our transmedia project, but just to show that how weightily and comprehensively we work in the space of transmedia. Here are some example. Alma is a PC game and a feature film that is in development simultaneously. Then we have Gigo, which is a children's health and sports applications where we are transferring the IP into vertical series. Then we have AV Growth, which is a 3 years growth accelerator program for for AV companies in Latvia, Estonia, Sweden, and Finland for gaming, TV, and films, and then a game and VR example, Pulkka VR, which is in development by AI production company. And to wrap my session up, here's a list of Film Tampere services for an Indian game, TV, film, or transmedia company. So how to kick off? We would start off with preliminary assessment and introduction to the regional services, service networks offerings, sorry. So that will be the first step. Then we do matchmaking based on the needs, give funding, consultation, private and public funding opportunities from mostly within our region, but of course Nordic possibilities as well. Location services from 1 to 3 days per production, that's covered by us. And the whole incentive payment and consultation. We also have all year around open application process, and we get back to our applicants within 1 to 3 days, and the payback is within 14 days. So that's to give you an short idea how the process works. The minimum requirement for the incentive is that to apply for the incentive is to have 50% of funding secured and a distribution contract in place, at least to one territory. So those are the minimum requirements. We don't have a gap, and we don't have a minimum spend or any that kind of budget restrictions. Yes, and of course, when we collaborate with international productions, the city of Tampere really looks for marketing potentials and international marketing reach. So that's why we work together to make and build a phenomenon around the production, if possible, and if needed, whether it's a game or film production. Thank you so much. And just to remind you that this could be us sitting in a sauna and negotiating your next film or game production to Tampere. Thank you so much for listening and giving this opportunity. And I will drop my contact informations in the chat box. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Fanny. Yeah, that was a good introduction to all the things Tampere has to offer. So yeah, Fanny won't be joining us for the Q&A because you have to rush off to another meeting. But we will organize collect the presentations and try and send them via SEPC to everybody attending. Yes, and so next up we'll have another film commission, this time from West Finland Film Commission. Teija Raninen, head of that film commission, to tell what's on offer in western part of Finland. Go ahead, Teija.
Thank you. I'm trying to find the possibility of sharing my screen. Can you now see the whole screen?
Actually not. I think we all have this. I saw Fanny also click the.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
so
showing.
it's showing all the slides. Is that so?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's
maybe not in your end the problem. Maybe.
Okay, because I'm trying to show the slideshow. But anyway, so then we just have to go like this. Well, first of all, thank you very much for the invitation to this co-production webinar. It's a pleasure to be here. I come from the oldest city in Finland, and I will focus now only to film, but I also do services for the whole experience industry. So if you have any questions regarding games or new technologies, so please feel free to ask questions or send me an email afterwards. We have heard very good presentations from Finnish Film Foundation, Business Finland, and of course from my colleague Fanny from Tampere. But just to give you an overview, why to choose Finland? And I'm talking about all the regions in Finland. Why would you choose to collaborate with us? And as we have heard, we are the happiest country in the world. We have the most political and civil freedom. We have best education. We have great universities and also universities for applied sciences and vocational institutions in Finland. We are also the most secure country in the world. We have the best governance in the world and a very good president, Mr. Alexander Stubb. In Finland, women and men are equal at home and at work. And what we are very famous for is the skilled and hardworking professionals also in the film industry. We are said to be very flexible, very efficient, very motivated, very reliable, and we all speak English. And we all speak quite many languages, and that is due to the location and of course that we are only 5.6 million people. So I come from West Finland. You can see from the map there, Turku is the biggest city with a little bit over 200,000 people. In the region, 350,000 people. And I would like to tell you why maybe you would like to collaborate with us, do your film or your post-production or VFX in Finland. 3 reasons. The first one is financing. Then I will tell you that we have great crew, we have talent, production companies, and the third one is of course the locations. All different regions and film commissions in Finland, we offer a little bit different kind of locations. So this is something. So 3, financing, crew, and then locations. And this is about our financing. We finance production and we finance post-production and VFX. And our financing is 12.5%. So if it is on top of the national incentive, the cash rebate, it is altogether 37.5%. And to get that 37.5%, we are suggesting you to take 50% of your crew from our region. And what is our competitiveness regarding many regions in Europe or in Finland is that we have a very quick and easy application process. Overall in Finland, it is very quick everywhere, but we give you the decision in 1 day and we give you payback in 5 days. And we don't have a special application form. What we need a production presentation, we need the schedule, we need the budget and a financing plan. And regarding those, we will make the decision. And of course, our financing is top financing. And we have ongoing application and we support the same productions that Business Finland, but we also finance non-scripted. So you can get 12.5% for non-scripted, even that Business Finland, the national financing, does not finance non-scripted. And these are the services that we offer in Turku. So we help with financing. We have great production service companies and production companies, but we also have private financing available. So that is something that we help you with. We help you with location scouting and permits. And as my colleague Fanny said, that 1 to 3 days location scouting for productions is free of charge. So that is something that we offer. We will try to find you the right partners. We will tell about our studios and other facilities. We have all our crew and all our talents are in our registries, so we will find you the right talents. We help you with business collaboration. The biggest equipment houses in Finland are also in Turku, so that is something. And our region has approximately 25,000 companies, so we know our companies and we will find you the best ones. And of course, we are very, very interested in co-productions, but of course, production service is also fine. And we do a lot of invest in operations. If you're interested in setting up your business in Turku, I'll be more than happy to help you. And of course, we want that our productions are green. And Fanny already told you how we are doing everything that we can for sustainable productions. Then locations, as I said, we have different kind of locations. And what is the special thing for us is, of course, the archipelago is actually the largest archipelago in the world. So I have 20,000 islands just in front of my city. And it's a great place to film. Some pictures here. Turku is turning 800 years in 1229. So in few years, we will have a big party. I will invite you all to Turku to that year, because every day is going to be a celebration. But we are an old city, but of course, we are also a very modern city. For example, the Film Commission is part of Business Turku, which is a development and innovation center. We are located in our tech park. So also urban architecture. And everything is so close, in 50 minutes from the city center. You are at the airport, you are in the harbor, you are in the countryside, in the deepest forest. So everything is very, very close. We have different kind of architecture, of course, because of the historical sides to the modern architecture. Everything can be found. Few films which have been either filmed here or done VFX. And if you see my background, it's from a film that just ended their shooting last week. It's called Operation 2, Napoleon 2, the Tears of the Wolf. And that was an Icelandic, German, Finnish co-production. And they shot here for 4 weeks. So some of the productions. Here are my contact details. I'm very happy to help you and answer all your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teija. That was very informative. Everything about Western Finland, and like I said, archipelago is something I also need to do. I've never been to though.
Oh my God! Welcome.
Yeah. But yeah, so thanks a lot, and hopefully you can also stick around until the
yes,
the end. Okay,
I will be here.
Okay, perfect. And so next up we'll have we'll go to a more snowy landscapes. Although Finland does have snow all over, but particularly so in up north. So Ida Tirkkonen from Film Lapland will give a presentation next.
Thank you. A few clicks and let's see. Do
Okay.
you see my whole screen now?
Yes, yes, we do.
And if I click forward, it moves?
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. So hi, my name is Ida Tirkkonen and I work as a film commissioner in Film Lapland. Today I'm more than happy to talk to you a bit about filming in Lapland and tell you something about its locations that are above ordinary. First, I would like to introduce you the Film Lapland. We are the northernmost film commission in Finland with a film-friendly network of 8 municipalities. We are also a proud member of Nordic Film Commission's European Film Commissions Network and Association of Film Commissioners International. So we really do value collaboration. And I must say, also within Finland, it is quite common that you film in a few different locations or a few different areas. You might film in Lapland and do exterior shots there, and then you might go to southern parts of Finland to do the studios things or interior filming, or you might need the snow, but then you want the archipelago as well, so you might combine the locations in Finland. So what Lapland has, or we have the diversity of seasons, meaning that we don't only have 4, we have actually 8 seasons in Lapland. That of course includes the long winter, which is one of our unique selling points that we are proud of, and we can proudly say that we are actually still a very snow secure location to film, if not the most snow secure location in Finland. We have the unique light conditions, meaning that we have midnight sun in the summertime when the sun does not set at all. And we have polar night in the winter when the sun does not rise at all. So that is something not that ordinary. Then we have, of course, the spectacular locations, but they are relatively easy access. As you can see on the map on the right, all right, that way to you, we have many airports and train stations. In the wintertime, we get many direct flights from Europe. Only Kittilä, one of the airports in the map, has 14 direct connections to Europe in the wintertime. Lapland is also easy access via Helsinki, the capital of Finland. You can take a night train to Lapland. So you leave in the morning and you wake up in the location in the next morning, or you can take a flight from Helsinki to Lapland, depending on which airport you are going. It's just over 1 hour of a flight. Then at last, but not least, we have also local production incentives. We have that in 2 municipalities, in Inari and in Muonio. Muonio's incentive is up to 10%, and Inari's incentive is up to 15%. Both of them are compatible with the Business Finland incentive, and both of them are aligned with the strategies of the municipalities. Nature, sustainability, responsibility are important values for these municipalities. Both of them are also interested to find new year-round business opportunities. So they especially welcome you to film there outside the busiest tourism season, and maybe discovering also more than just the snow about Lapland. All genres are acceptable, except adverts or company videos. The incentive can be applied year-round. Acceptable expenses are if you buy something from the local service providers or if you hire a local crew. Only costs that happen after the applications are acceptable. So please contact the municipality before applying, and also apply before starting your production in Lapland. Then let's go to the point. So let me showcase you some of the location features of Lapland. And let's start with the most obvious one, the Arctic nature. This is probably the thing we are most known of. But I want to showcase you that the Arctic nature does not only mean the fells or the mountains, the round-top mountains that we have, or the treeless, rough Arctic nature. It can also mean swamps, stone fields, forests, or waterscapes. For example, in East Lapland, we have beautiful thick forests of spruces and pines. So you could say in conclusion that the Arctic nature is quite vast concept. About the reindeer photo, I must say that one fun fact about Lapland is that there are actually more reindeer than people in Lapland. The next feature that is an Arctic, still Arctic nature, but deserves its own slide, is the waterscapes of Lapland. We have lakes and rivers of all sizes, and the sceneries in these locations that these locations can provide is totally up to the season. In the middle of the winter, the lakes are white fields, but they look quite different in the summertime. In the beginning of winter, they can have clear ice or they can be partly covered with snow. It really depends on the season and the time of the year. But as I said earlier, we are not just remote and wild place. We have a lot of roads, from main roads to forest roads. Roads have actually been quite popular filming locations in Lapland. And on top of the normal roads, we actually have ice roads. So you can film, for example, driving scene like they did in war while driving on top of ice on a lake. And that is something quite exotic that I feel like it's also might be also interesting to different kind of productions. Then let's go to a bit of a different kind of a settings, buildings. And let's start with the most rugged ones. These are called wilderness huts that you can find in all over Lapland. What their main purpose is that they are resting spots for hikers, but they have been also used as filming sets quite often. Or vice versa, there is actually the photo in the middle, in the top, that is actually originally a filming set, but now used as a scenery spot where hikers and travelers can go to take photos, and that is in Levikittilä, and that is actually one of the most visited photo spots in that area. Then we also have historical buildings, or more like tiny villages that survived the Second World War. These locations preserve something that is not common scenery anymore in Lapland, but they give you opportunity to time travel centuries back to these rural Arctic settings. And because they are as villages, they are kind of an unique film sets, because normally you might only find like one this type of house in Lapland, but we have actually those small tiny villages that you can use as a filming set. Then I want to highlight you that we also have quite modern buildings, and more modern infra is built every year, since of the tourism is still a growing industry in Lapland. The architecture style is quite Nordic, but we have some peculiar buildings, like in the down left, you can see the glass igloo built on top of a tower, because why not? This is the setting of like a normal towns and villages of Lapland. And I must emphasize that the towns and villages of Lapland are small, but they are lively. We don't have those big cities in Lapland, but still these tiny cities or towns have all the services your production might need. In a nutshell, you could say that we have the Arctic nature, but also the modern infra. So you don't need to, your crew doesn't need to be as Arctic as the locations you wish to film in, but you can actually have a good, strong infra for your production team, but still film in these Arctic nature settings. You don't have to believe me. Here are a few examples that also give you kind of the idea of the variety of what has been filmed here, from travel series to an action movie, from a Christmas movies to a super serious war documentary, from a Nordic noir to a light-hearted comedies. So the range that you can use Lapland's film and location is huge. It's vast. Here are a few highlights how we can help you with location inspiration, help you finding local crew and production service companies, connect you with the municipalities to talk about the funding opportunities, recommend to you the local service providers. We have also just developed a new tool that combines locations, crew, and service providers into a one data bank. So it would be easy for you to navigate and find the best options from Lapland to your production. That's basically it. Thank you very much. And welcome to Lapland.
All right, great. Thank you. So, and like I said, War, the Indian film, was also shot in Lapland earlier. And I think Northern Lights were not mentioned even once, even though that's a big attraction. That's the best location to see those. So yeah, thank you, Ida, and you'll also be staying to the end. Okay, thanks. So next up, we'll be still staying in Northern Finland. So Northern Finland Film Commission, based out of Oulu, the fourth city in Finland. So you also have a large city up there in the north. So yeah, please, Reetta, go ahead.
Hello. My name is Reetta Turula, and I'm the film commissioner here in North Finland. I try to share my screen. Let's see what's going to happen. So, does this work?
I think it's the same problem again, but
no.
Yeah.
Does the picture change? Does the slides change?
No, actually.
Is it the same? Really? Oh no. What about now?
No, not changing.
What?
Maybe if you try to launch again.
I'm trying to stop the show. Okay, what about now? Can you see my presentation?
Nope, doesn't show anything now.
Oh dear. No. Another try. What about now?
Yeah, now it works. Yeah.
Okay, we have to go with this. Well, that's not a problem. Whoa, we are running time. The North Finland Film Commission is located in the main office is located in Oulu, and Oulu is the largest city in northern Finland, with a population of 216,000. It might sound like a small place, but it's a vibrant hub of technology, education, and culture, and known for its close connection to nature. Oulu provides a highly efficient setting for filming. We offer up to 10% cash rebate and wide range of services that cater to the needs of film productions. Imagine stepping out of a city hotel and within minutes you're filming on a frozen sea. Or in the woods where snow-covered trees build the specs for magical winter wonderland. During summertime, you can find yourself from the green, vibrant forests with fresh rapids, or from the white, green fields bathing in the midnight sun. Fall takes you to dazzle the firework of nature's colors and sandy beaches with breathtaking sunsets. And here in our region, you will breathe the purest air in Europe. And experience the warm hospitality of easygoing northern people, known for their honesty, reliability, and impressive expertise in working in demanding winter conditions. Despite the cold weather, a warm welcome waits you in northern Finland. I was quick, actually. That's good that I was the last one, because, yeah. But
Okay.
here's my contact information. And here's the summary. I can tell something because it only took a couple of minutes. So we really are like a 20-minute city, because it takes about 20 minutes from the airport to the city center or to the middle of the forest. And we have good transport connections. We fly from our capital city, Helsinki, to Oulu. It takes about 60 minutes. And there's many flights during the day. Well, we have versatile filming options, as I told you already. I think we can speak later, because now I have to give turn to the others, because we are late.
Yeah. No, thanks for thanks for the quick introduction. Yeah, we are running a little bit late, so yeah, thanks. So here you saw some regional film commissions. We have a few more in Finland as well who are present here today. So East Finland and Southeast Finland. So feel free to get in touch if you want to be in contact with those as well. And I think Pauliina wants to be next, or?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I think yeah, we can do it this way around also. Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Namaste, everybody. Hello, and I also have a presentation. Let's see what happens. Share and hi, I'll keep this brief as well. I'm Pauliina Ståhlberg from the Love and Anarchy Film Festival, Finland's biggest film festival. I'm so happy to talk to you guys today. I'm going to show you this slide. So if you want to look while I'm talking, you can Google HIF, Helsinki International Film Festival.fi, or Helsinki International Film Festival industry if you're more on the production side. So the Love
Maybe
and
if you press, sorry, Pauliina, if you press play, toista.
Toista. Oh dear.
Button in the upper, no, not that one. No.
This one.
No.
No.
Siinä keskellä se toista, siinä.
There.
Yes, perfect.
All right. So anyway, our film festival just finished a month ago, and now we're wrapping up and preparing for next year's film festival. But Helsinki International Film Festival is always 11 days at the end of September. We always have 50 to 60,000 guests and about 400 film screenings, half of which are feature films and half of which are shorts. And we don't have huge megastars, or that's not the vibe of our festival. We're more about love and anarchy and democracy, and everybody in Helsinki, in Finland, coming to our festival, old, young, and everybody in between. We do have international guests. This year we had, for example, Eileen Clark from, but we concentrate on great directors and emerging directors. And at the same time, at the same time, we also have the industry side, which is a 3-day industry event. We've had lots of Indian films at Love and Anarchy. It's called Rakkautta and Anarkia in Finnish, and will be 40 years old in a couple of years. And here you can see some of the films that we've had, The Shameless, for example, and Santosh. And but we're not the only film festival in Finland, although we are the biggest and the best. For example, Cine Asia in Helsinki also shows in the springtime, concentrates on Asian films. This year we had the lovely All We Imagine as Light as our only Indian film. We concentrate on European co-productions. So if you do a co-production with Finland or any other EU country, you will have more chances of getting your film into our production. And we are an invite film festival. So you can contact our, either we'll see your film at Cannes or Berlin or something and pick it up, or you can contact us directly. The Finnish Film Affair is the industry side, and this year we had 550 people, mostly from Europe, but also from the States and as far as Japan. And this year we concentrated on how to get money, co-production money, especially from the UK and France. And we have lots and lots of Nordic productions and producers pitching their things at the Finnish Film Affair. This year, we didn't have any Indian participants, unfortunately. Hopefully next year with Jani Joenniemi and you guys will have some Indian content as well. But last year in 2024, we had Rakashia Basu talking about how to co-produce with India, because it's something we don't, our producers, I'm an ex-producer, we don't know enough about. So we need you to tell us how to do it. The Finnish Film Affair. So it's mostly about Nordic co-productions. We had about 40 pitches on the pitching day. And unless you have a Nordic producer, it's hard to get into that category. Except then we have this Finnish Weird pitching session where you can have a foreign production looking for a Finnish co-producer, like Everything Melts was by a Mexican company, a Mexican idea, IP, and looking for Finnish or Swedish or Norwegian or Danish co-producer. That's shukran from me. I've worked in Pakistan on Urdu series, but I don't know enough about India. I'd love to learn more, and I hope to see you guys soon in Helsinki. So I think it's time for questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Pauliina. So yeah, thanks. That's an introduction to the, like I said, the biggest and the best film festival in Finland. But we do have a few others. We have Night Vision, we have Film Festival, and Doc Point, which is a documentary film festival. Tampere was introducing the film Tampere earlier, but Tampere has a short film festival. Internationally renowned, so there are a few festivals to explore also in Finland. But yeah, no questions yet. We still have Punet from Business Finland to introduce. If you're looking to set up international base somewhere, so he will give reasons on why Finland is a good place to expand to. Punet, are you there?
Yeah, thanks, Jani. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, can you share my presentation? As I told you, actually, I'm on the road right now, so it will be good.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So a few seconds. Are you sharing yourself? Oh,
no,
okay. Sorry.
I think
yeah.
now it's on the screen.
SEPC. Okay, thanks. Great.
Yeah, thank you, Jani and SEPC for having me here today. So I believe I'm the third speaker from Business Finland. So let me introduce myself first. So I'm Puneet Thakur. I head the Invest in Finland vertical here in India, which is a part of Business Finland. I specifically work with Indian companies who are looking to expand specifically to Europe, and we help them understand how Finland can be a good location or what Finland can offer to these companies. So my today's presentation, I'll keep it quite short because of lack of time also, but I'll give you 3 key reasons why companies with global ambitions should look at Finland. But before I do that, maybe a few facts about Finland. I think our colleague from Turku did share a few of them, but there might be a repetition. So can we move to the next slide, please? So mainly, if you look at this, Finland excels in a lot of global rankings, and these are the rankings by third-party organizations. This is not what we say about Finland, but third-party organization, independent organization tell us. So Finland is like the third best investment destination, the best in digitalization in the EU, the best in sustainable development, the best in infrastructure, I think somebody alluded already, we are the happiest country in the world for 8 years now. Best governance in the world. Education also is one of the best here, and so on and so forth. But it's not about being the best in many aspects, but it's also about the resilience of the country. So it's not only the best, but it is also the resilient economy. And you can see that when this pandemic struck and there was a global crisis, after that, Finland actually came out of it quite well, and it is one of the most stable countries in the world and A+ in resilience, and was very good in the COVID recovery economy as well. So coming on to the first reason that why companies with global ambition should look at Finland, number one is that Finland is powered by technology. And when we say so that why it is powered by technology, you can see here that it is number one in patents per origin, number one in innovation internationally, number three in innovation linkages. So that is the linkages between the industry as well as the academia. And currently we spend around 3% of our GDP on R&D, and with the aim to take it to 4% by 2030. And to surprise to many people, Finland actually has more researchers working in R&D per 1 million of population, so even more than US. So it is like 1.5 times that of US. So that is the kind of depth that is there on the technology, R&D, and the innovation front in Finland. And we have specialized innovation in ICT and healthcare, but these are not only the two spheres, but other spheres also. But this is just an example. You can see when it comes to the patent specialization in software, the number of patents per 100,000 population in Finland is far ahead of all the countries in the world. And similarly, in the patent specialization in healthcare also, it is far ahead of other countries. So technologically, Finland is quite ahead. And also we are the leader in EU, the entire EU in digitalization. You can see from this slide that Finland ranks number one on that. And it's not about being.
Sorry, Puneet. I'm
Oh,
not sure
sorry,
if the
sorry.
slides. I'm not
Oh,
sure if the slides
Yeah,
are
yeah.
changing.
So please, if you can move to our next slides, please. I forgot to mention that. Maybe a couple of more slides now, because I have covered this. Next slide. So this is what I talked about. Finland is powered by technology. Next slide. So this is I covered about Finland being number one in various aspects on technology front and patents as well. Next slide. This is on the patents specialization in the software as well as healthcare, which I talked about. Next slide, please. Yeah, so we are on this slide that Finland is the European leader in digitalization, and we are leading digitalization in the entire EU. Next slide. So it's not about only that we are talking about that we are highly educated and we have a lot of R&D going on. It is also that this talent which I'm talking about, who have these capabilities, is also at a reasonable cost. So if you compare it with other Western world countries, we are fairly at a lower cost. If you can see here, Finland is one of the lowest when it comes to the Western world. And so we have, and also to add on to that, we have world's best education ecosystem, which I talked about earlier as well. Next slide, please. And when we talk about technology, intellectual property protection comes like one of the key things over there, that everyone is worried about their intellectual property. So Finland ranks number one when it comes to IP protection rating, and this is like by FDI benchmark from Financial Times, that Finland ranked number one on that, even ahead of Switzerland per se. The next slide, please. And I think earlier also some speaker alluded to that there are a good amount of new talents graduating annually. And it's not only about like university graduates, but there are also like vocational graduates who are graduating every year. Universities of applied sciences are also producing a lot of talent, and there is a good pool of like more than 500,000 highly educated and experienced engineer and IT professionals. And we are talking about audio visual productions here. So most of these people would be working specifically in the field of ICT and engineering per se. Next slide. So Finland, if you look at the ICT talent, which is more relevant to audio video production also, Finland ticks all the digital talent boxes. You can see here a lot of boxes that IT specialization is there, whether it's systems, whether it's code writing, computer games, we already spoke about earlier, business intelligence, backend, DevOps, digital health also, artificial intelligence is one of the big topics, quantum computing per se, mobile applications. So there is a good amount of talent pool, specifically in the ICT sector. Next slide, please. And also on the engineering side, there is a lot of expertise that exists in Finland. When it comes to electrical, electronics, or mechanical, or industrial and manufacturing side, and also the process engineering side, there is a lot of know-how that exists in Finland. Next slide, please. So in nutshell, we can say the first point is covered, that Finland is powered by technology, and you could have seen it from the slides that I showed, that there is a lot of capability on R&D, technology, lots going on over there. But the second key reason why you should look at Finland is that Finland is powered by sustainability. And I believe you would have heard it from esteemed speakers earlier also. Even when we were talking about film production, AV production, there was mention of sustainability over there. Next slide, please. So Finland is one of the leaders when it comes to sustainability. So Finland is aiming to go carbon neutral by 2035, which is like 15 years before the rest of the EU. And this is you can say one of first major Western developed country who will be achieving this target by 2035. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. And you look at this particular slide, Finland is number one on the when it comes to achieving the UN SDG goals. So we are ranked number one sustainable country as per the UN SDG rankings. And so we have as I mentioned earlier, very big focus on sustainability in each and everything that we do in Finland. Next slide, please. So a few examples, we are focusing on green hydrogen, batteries, textiles, obviously not relevant to you, but it shows that a lot of things on sustainability is going on over there. And when it comes to audio, video, AV production and film production also, I believe industry is doing a lot to, from their end to achieve their sustainability goals as well. Next slide. Now, the third reason and the last reason that I'll mention here is that why Finland for companies looking for with global ambitions, the Finland is powered by happiness. We already mentioned that Finland is like happiest country for 8 years in a row now. Can you go to the next slide? But apart from that, why it is a great happiest country, maybe because it's one of the countries which is best in work-life balance, the best in life satisfaction, second best in education, third best in gender equality, and also the best in inclusive nations for minorities, as well as we are second best on children's rights. So it's not about like only sustainability or technology, but we are also a country who know how we can make our lives better and be happy and become a very good workplace for people who are working in Finland. Next slide, please. So in a nutshell, we can say Finland plays an important role as a solver of global challenges through digitalization and sustainability, and also merging the physical and the virtual worlds together, I think. And this is very apt for the topic we are discussing here today. So it's like merging both the physical and the virtual worlds together using the medium of like audio, video, or films for that matter. Next slide. here I would like to mention that how our foreign affiliates see Finland. So these are the companies who have already established themselves in Finland, and how do they see us? So they actually most value is the stability and functionality of Finland, and the predictability around laws and regulations, the skill levels of employees, the digital infrastructure, Finland being the leader in digitalization in EU, the quality of life I mentioned earlier. And all these factors has an impact on the overall operational costs also, overall operational productivity also. So in a nutshell, you can see that how Finland can help companies who are looking to expand globally and specifically to EU, and how it can provide a platform. Our colleagues have already mentioned about various incentives, etc., that are available there. Apart from the production incentives, there are incentives that are on the R&D side also, that are there. Can you go to the next slide? And we are one of the most open economy on the FDIs. As you can see from this chart, we are on further farthest left. So lowest restrictions on investments. Next slide. So we are a EU country with euro as a currency, so it makes us easy to do business with the rest of the EU. Next slide. And we have one of the lowest corporate tax rates, which is 20% currently, and it is proposed to go down to 18% from next year onwards. Next slide. And so that's more or less on my presentation, but now how Business Finland can help you. Next slide. So we generally help you in getting connections with the ecosystem and generate growth and innovation. And actually this webinar is one of the part of the things that we do, like connecting ecosystem players with each other. So that is one of the core things that Business Finland does. Next slide. But how Invest in Finland can help you? We can help you by collection of data and analyzing the data, networking with the ecosystem, opportunity analysis. When you are looking setting up in Finland, we can compare it with other locations also. We can advise you on setting up of your business, and also where you should set up your business. And also once you have set up, we also do have aftercare services to help you grow your business in the other parts of EU and world from Finland. That's how we can help you. So this was in nutshell on my presentation. Thank you very much. And my coordinates should be there on the next slide. If they are not there, maybe I'll request our organizers to share them with you. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, more than happy to answer them. But I might not be available to answer them online, but if I will maybe answer them through our organization in that way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Puneet. I think there was a lot of information there that's relevant to audiovisual productions as well, in terms of infrastructure, taxation, IP protection, and so on. So cost of talent and so on. So, but yeah, we have a few minutes here now for questions. If there is a question on what is the cap on rebates for international films, maybe Petteri can answer that if he's still here, or somebody else.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
About funding cap, it was like I said that we have this budget like 10 million euros per year, but like in year 2022 we spent 22.5 million euros. So there isn't certain cap how big the productions can be, because we have this business in Finland in background. So we could get some extra financing if we will have real big productions.
Okay.
That was all. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. There's also a question from Prayan Animation. I'm representing Prayan Animation. We have 13 years of experience in this industry as a production company, and I have developed our own IP and are looking for co-production. We would like to present our IP to somebody who can support us. How can we connect? Is there somebody who could maybe Matti can give advice on how to where can you best meet co-production partners?
Of course, we already had Paulina here, and the once a year Finnish Film Fair is a very good place to meet Finnish producers, and of course markets around Europe especially. And as co-productions go, it's good to remember if you apply for our production, you always need to have a Finnish co-production companion, and who actually makes the application for our minority co-production support. So I think there are two basic things, and the second one was concerned Finnish Film Foundation and our support.
Yeah, I think that covered also. There's a question, how does this all work out for animation production? And there's another question also, what's the scope of animation in Finland?
I'd say that the scope of animation, compared to the size of the country, I think we have a very good base, not thousands of companies, but the ones that actually work are very high class. And on feature film side, there have been in the last couple of years, there have been a couple of successes like Nico, the Nico series. Now the third edition just came out this year, and it's been a Europe-wide and worldwide success. So there is knowledge, there is let's say creativity in the country, and also the Finnish companies, they also work with the international, let's say, platforms or studios, and the expertise is very good.
Great. Would anybody else have anything to add in terms of animation?
And just one maybe more there, and of course it should always be useful. It's always useful to just contact the Audiovisual Producers Finland, which is the organization for Finnish producers. They also have their own animation. I don't know what's the word in English. Animation group there for the animation producers. So APFI, yeah.
Okay.
APFI.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think Mrigank, you have your hand up if you want to ask a question.
Yeah. Hi, this is Mrigank. I'm an editor. I'm working since 2018 in the field of films and marketing and advertising. So I would like to ask, this is a great session actually, and I would like to ask that as an editor, how we could collaborate and how the collaboration is expected between us.
So anybody who would like to take that? I think we don't have any production companies here. I think that would be a starting point, but
yeah, I'm doing as a freelancer right now.
Yeah. So I think similar maybe the professional events like Finnish Film Affair or international markets. We will have some companies attending Goa Film Festival this year, and also hopefully more next year. And we will also be facilitating some activities in India for Finnish production companies. So maybe staying tuned with those so would be help.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thanks. So can we set up a new studio in Finland to leverage the local workforce for not just Indian but global projects? Who would like to take that? That's I would say yes, but yeah, I think Punet will be able to help you with the setting up of the company. I don't know if you want to say or Business Finland in general.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. I think, Yanni, we can definitely have a discussion with them to understand what exactly they are looking at, and then accordingly we can help them in terms of understanding how they can go about setting up in Finland or whatever their requirements are. And so request you to get in touch with me, and then we can have maybe a discussion in greater detail.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm here. I'm just telling that I think that all the regions are willing to help as well. So, but maybe the first contact point would be Business Finland, and I'm happy to help if it concerns West Finland. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Then there's a question from Amjad. 10 to 12 days of shoot for a live action fiction feature film and an original show. Requirements: local crew support, max 10 local actors, artists. We will come with a basic crew, not more than 5 to 8 members. Any insights on this, please? You can see.
Could it be the same address as from the regions or from Business Finland or APFI, which I add to the chat?
Right. Yeah, so maybe because the chat is actually not open to. Wait a second, if I can move all this to. Maybe SEPC, maybe you can make the chat visible to the web host and panelist chat visible to the audience as well. I think it's not visible, maybe. Darshan, please ask your question now.
Thank you very much. It was a good presentation, very, very helpful. So I'm a filmmaker, producer, and director from India. And one of our collaborators is iRoller MJ, and he in fact recommended me to attend this. And thank you, MJ, for doing this. So there is a film that which is a Hindi film. The film is half short. And we were looking at a country to collaborate with, and earlier we were thinking of some other country, but after looking at this presentation, I am very kicked about taking the film to Finland, because half of the film's about 18 days of shoot is what we are planning to do. Need help on budgeting and also co-production. The actors are fairly known in India, and we have the distribution arrangement for India and other parts of the world ready. So wanted to have some understanding for that. Thank you.
Yeah, who wants to take this?
Perhaps I can start that from the Business Finland's cash rebate side. You should find first this Finnish co-production company or co-producer. And I think that you could look from the APFI side. So if you can raise that address from the chat.
Yeah, I think I was wrong. Yeah, so the chat is visible to everybody. So sorry about that confusion.
Okay, but Darshan, it's this Finland is such a small country that you contact any of us, we can move you forward to the right person. So
thank you. That helps.
So, okay, thank you.
That really.
This is Shivani from iRoller Group in India. I wanted to learn the participants list coming to Goa event from Finland. Okay, I will. I can send you that. That's on me. Yeah. We can definitely organize a personal meeting. Okay, I think that's maybe everything. So again, oh, Shivani? Okay, sorry, I already replied you. So yeah, so thanks everybody. This was great. I think we're just on time, and like I said, we'll be sharing all the presentations through SEPC, and also if you have any additional questions popping out later on, feel free to get in touch with all of the panelists. So yeah, I don't know if SEPC has anything to add.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Can't hear you.
Sorry, I think I joined a little late, but then I hope I was coordinating well enough. And
Okay.
thank you so much, Nani, for bringing all the concern, fraternity over here in one, this VC. And perhaps since the messages are pouring into me from every side and corner, everybody is very appreciative of what we've done today. And that all credit goes to you. Thank you so much. Maybe, yes, you want to share the presentations with everyone. I think we can do that very well from our side. We'll shoot out the messages like on WhatsApp or email IDs or whichever way is convenient. And yes, that's all from my side. Thanks. Let's meet you when you're here in November.
Yeah, definitely. Let's meet up, and yeah, I already we already got a few of the presentations, but I'll shoot out an email in our email thread, and maybe the others can send you as well. So
thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot for facilitating.
Thank you all for joining. Have a great.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks
all.
bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.